fine. I'm here to take you through news P1. And before we begin the lesson, let us first have our rhyme as usual. And our rhyme goes like this. First listen carefully before we sing together. Listen, it says, Empeo ekukula ebibala ebyokumuti. Empeo ekukula ebibala ebyokumuti. Empeo ekukula ebibala ebyokumuti. So that is our rhyme. I think you have ever heard of it and you know it. So we are going to begin together with it. So we go. Empeo ekukula ebibala ebyokumuti. Empeo ekukula ebibala ebyokumuti. Empeo ekukula ebibala ebyokumuti. Empeo ekukula ebibala ebyokumuti. Omusana bwe gwakanga guleeta ebubu. 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 Enkuba bwe tonyanga ekuza ebire. Enkuba bwe tonyanga ekuza ebire. Enkuba bwe tonyanga ekuza ebimera. Enkuba bwe tonyanga ekuza ebimera. So that is our rhyme. And now before we begin the lesson, let us first remind ourselves about the previous lesson that we had last time. Our previous lesson was about the objects that people use during different weather changes. So we talked about the objects that people use during sunny weather. So during sunny weather, there are certain objects that people use. So we talked about umbrella. During sunny weather, we can use an umbrella. Another one who can mention, Maria Good, she says we can use a hat. Another one, Shalom, lovely. She says we can also use a vest. This vest is a light cloth that people use. Another one during sunny weather, she says that is Rita. Good. She says sunglasses. Good. Sunglasses can be used during sunny weather. How about during rain weather? Which items? These ones are for sunny. Now, which items do people use during rainy weather? During rainy weather. Who can give us? Teddy? Good. Teddy has begun with umbrella. Good. With umbrella. An umbrella is used during rainy weather as well as sunny weather. So, what else do we use? She said a jacket. Good. Jacket. A jacket is also used during rainy weather. Another one, Rita. Say the word. Good. Rita says a raincoat. A raincoat is also used during rainy weather. And many others. So, and many others are used during rainy weather. Now, for today, we want to know which activity or the activities done during sunny weather. During sunny weather, there are different activities that we do. So now let us first see activities done during different weather changes. Activities done during different weather changes. So now we shall have the activities done during different weather changes. Activities done during different weather changes. Now, during sunny weather, during sunny weather, During sunny weather, there are activities that people do or work. We can either say activities or work. Which work is done during sunny weather? During sunny weather, when there is too much heat, which activities do you do? The first one, Shalom. Good. She says watering plants. Lovely. Watering plants. Do you know why we water plants? Do you know why we water plants? We water plants because there is too much heat and the soil has become hard. So you find that people go with a watering can, they put in water and they begin to water crops. They water these crops because they don't want them to die because of too much heat. So during sunny weather, you find many people go in a garden to water their plants. Good. Another activity done during sunny weather. Who can mention another activity? Yes, Anne? Good. Anne says harvesting crops. Very good. During sunny weather, people go in a garden to harvest crops. So we have harvesting crops. So people go in a garden, they harvest crops. They bring them home to dry. They dry them very well for the next season. That is during sunny weather. Another activity done during sunny weather, apart from the two, who can give us? Sarah? Lovely. She says drying seeds. Good. Drying seeds is also another activity that people do during sunny weather. During sunny weather, people dry seeds. They go in the garden, they harvest crops and bring them home to dry. So you find that many people are putting outside groundnuts, beans, and other crops from the garden to dry them for the next season. For the next season to plant them. So drying seeds is also another activity done during sunny weather. Which other activity is done during sunny weather? Who can give us an activity? Lovely. She says also preparing the garden. Good. Preparing the garden is another activity that people do during sunny weather. You find that many people go in a garden to prepare the garden for the next season. We say preparing the garden. during sunny weather. There are other activities, but we have mentioned just a few. So let us go through these activities that people do during sunny weather. So now let us first read here together. Activities done during different weather changes. So during sunny weather, we have the first activity here is watering plants. Another one, harvesting crops. We also have drying seeds and preparing the garden. As I told you, these are just a few. We have mentioned a few activities that people do during sunny weather. Now, we have seen the activities that we do during sunny weather. How about the activities that people do during rainy weather? When it is raining, there are also activities that people do. So we are going to see also the activities that people do during rainy weather. So, also let us have the activities done during rainy weather. So, we are also going to see the activities done during rainy weather. The first activity number 1 is during rainy weather, everywhere is wet. So, which activities are done during rain? Yes, Teddy? Good. She says planting. Good. Planting, everybody. Planting. During rain weather, people go in the garden to plant. They have their seeds they prepared during sunny weather. Now they are going to put the seeds in the garden. So they are going to plant them, and afterwards they will germinate because the soil is wet. We also have another activity. Who can tell us? Let me write for you. We also have this one, and that is harvesting water. Harvesting water is also done during rainy weather. This activity is done because people have to trap water, to collect this water for watering plants when it is shining. So they trap water and they keep that water when it is shining. They go and use that water for watering crops. We also have another one, and that is weeding. We also have weeding as another activity that people do during rainy weather. Weeding is an activity that people do in the garden. And we also have the fourth one, who can give us the fourth activity that people do during rainy season. We also have this activity here, and that is pruning, which we are going to see what it means by weeding and what it means by pruning. So let us first mention them one by one. After there we shall see what they mean, pruning and weeding. Then another one, who can guess also have the thinning. Thinning is also another activity that people do during rainy weather. During rainy weather. That is also another activity that people do. So, we have mentioned just a few activities that people do in the rainy season. Now, let us also see the meaning of the word weeding. What they mean? Weeding, pruning, and thinning. So, let us begin with weeding. Weeding. What is weeding? What is weeding? What is weeding? What is weeding? Who can give us the answer? What is weeding? Now we shall put our answer here. So we have said what is weeding. So we said weeding is the removal of unwanted plants in the garden. That is weeding. So we said weeding is the removal of unwanted plants in the garden. So, weeding is the removal of unwanted plants in the garden. So, if you have plants in the garden and some are excess in the garden, so you go on removing some. Okay, we have missed the spelling of the word remove. So let us correct it. So, it is the removal of unwanted plants in the garden. So, if you have excess plants in the garden, you remove some. When you remove some, they are plants you are going to leave in the garden. So, these plants you leave in the garden, they are going to grow when they are healthy. When they are healthy and you find that they will give you good yields. That's why people do weeding. That is one. Then we also have another one, and that is pruning. So, what is pruning? What is pruning? What is pruning? Who can guess? Who can tell us the answer? Who can tell us the answer? So, pruning is the removal of the excess branches branches from the plants. So, pruning is the removal of the excess branches from the plants. So, if you grow your plants and this plant has got different branches, you go and remove some of the branches for this plant to grow well and to grow healthy, because you have removed some of the branches. That is pruning. So let us read. Pruning is the removal of the excess branches from the plants. Now we have left with one, and that is thinning. Let's write thinning here. So we have thinning. Thinning. So what is thinning? What is thinning? So thinning is the third one that we are going to look at. What is thinning? So thinning is the removal of the excess plants from the garden. So when you grow plants, like you get maize seeds, instead of putting 3 seeds, you put there 10. They will all germinate, and after germinating, you'll find that some are miserable. They are not good. They are not healthy. So what you do, you go and remove those ones that you see they are not healthy. They are not good. So you remove some of them and you leave those that you feel that they are good. They are going to give you good yields. So that is thinning. So we say thinning is the removal of the excess plants in the garden. So we say thinning is the removal of the excess plants in the garden. That is thinning. So now that is our lesson about rainy weather and sunny weather. So that is the end of our lesson today. I wish you the best. May God bless you.